Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better for you. This is actually going to be a clip from one of my live streams. If you want a link to my Twitch channel to see me playing any of this live, or a link to the main channel, both will be in the description down below. If you enjoy the video, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and let's get into it. All right, everyone should be getting back. I think we'll try out the 6.5 weekly. We'll also be kind of killing two birds with one stone. So we're going to try Taliyah and see how she can do with some of the XP relics, because she's just level 32. So we'll be using double Greater Cosmic Blessings, and we will throw on the icons so we're able to give our units that little bit of extra damage while they're attacking. I think this should be decent. So we'll grab Taliyah here and go for the Nightmare. Now, Chimes plus Deadly is really bad because their units get bigger in their hand, and then when they're summoned by Deadly, they're then even bigger. So that can be pretty rough. And Broken Blade can be annoying. Normally with Taliyah, there's not that many cards you're playing that are duplicates, so it should be okay. But yeah, we might get destroyed. We'll see how bad this is. Sounds good, Rivy. Hey, Gark. Yes, Ambessa is utterly broken. I equip her with two 1 relics, and she gets 10 power on the first attack, and Starforged getting her out turn 1. That's interesting. That's not a build I've really done before with her, but that doesn't sound too bad. I should maybe try that. Let's see. Spellslinger, Enfeebling. I think we'll go for Enfeebling. That could be really good, especially with our skill is going to go off. Go for Herald. Yeah, that could really help our units survive. That could be quite good, especially because their units are probably going to be massive. Let's give it a Desert Naturalist and hold on to the rest. Yeah, Ambessa is super fun, though. Let's drop this first because it's free. We'll go for the Rock Hopper. Sure, we'll drop this guy right here. And I think let's go ahead and attack. And let's maybe try to buff this one up so it's not taking too much damage. I think let's drop this here. Advance our landmarks. Drop this guy. That is a lot of lifesteal. Yeah, that is not the best. I think we'll just sacrifice that unit right here, but yeah, they're totally healing all the way up. All right, let's drop this because we get our mana back. And now we can drop our Taliyah to copy it. And now we can attack like this, which should be a decent amount of damage, but those are some very large units. Yeah, let's try to go for it. Didn't think dragging this out would really matter, but I guess they were able to just survive. We can, I guess actually these cost increases don't matter that much. Sure, so we can drop this here. All right, the quick attack there is not great, but it doesn't have overwhelm, so it's not really that big of a deal.
You've got to see this new board.
Little busy now, Sammy. Later.
All right, GG. Nice. Yeah, for a 6-star champion, or just actually in general, not even at 6 stars, Ambessa is very good. With her 6-star, it is extra good, though, just getting that removal. They did a good job designing her playstyle. I like the fact that you're trying to like stack up similar units and be able to attack. Although I don't know if I'd choose Ambessa for this one, because you want to play the same unit or same cards pretty often. I think let's actually go for the Trumpeteer, because that free attack could be pretty nice for us. Zilean, Acorn, Seraphine. I've seen you destroy allied time bombs. And time bombs are landmarks. We could play them for free. That seems like it could be decently fun. I think we probably want to go for the shops. Let's go for spiderling. Let's give it a desert naturalist, but otherwise this looks pretty good. All right, let's open with this right here. We could go for Zilean to immediately get some time bombs going. I think we'll still drop this guy right here, but yeah, as you see, the units get just ridiculously massive. They would be able to survive, but at least with our attack, we're able to reduce down their stats a good amount. If we drop Zilean, he is just going to die. I think let's drop this here. Yeah, we can still go for that guy. And then drop this right here. And we're pretty much just trying to reduce down damage right here. Trumpeter would do a lot of damage. We do have 3 landmarks, so that actually wouldn't be terrible. But we could also drop Taliyah. Taliyah could copy that, which would be really nice.
My journey won't end until I'm through weaving it. You fell for it.
So now we can advance both of our landmarks.
The we're rolling rocks.
And then we can attack like this. Let's actually switch these. Alright, so not quite ending, but that is actually a good amount of damage. Alright, let's try to drop the Trumpeter and see if they can end.
Even sand has its uses.
Alright, so not quite, but at least able to kill one of their units.
If only you were made of rock.
Alright, reduce down the damage we're taking. We can still drop this right here. Oof. I mean, even if we open attack, they still would have been able to do that, so that's a little rough, but they did blow all their mana on that. Hey, look, time bomb.
The way is always the same.
Alright. GG. We are taking a lot of damage, though, which is a little rough. Need to see what our regen is at. Only 8. I was hoping to be at least in the double digits. Predict and advance an allied landmark 2 rounds. That doesn't seem too bad. Yeah. Zilean is one that'd be pretty interesting if they brought him as a champion. Reap Essence could be pretty nice. If any of our units are able to survive, that is. We have another shop right there. So I think we'll be fine. So let's go for Grandfather Fae. So I always equip the common relic that gives me 5 regen. It is very good. Every time I do a guide for a champion, I always shout that one out. It's just like, especially early on when you don't have a lot of Nexus health or any revives, it's like, this is definitely one worth considering. This can be okay. Yeah, having 2 of the same card isn't always the best for this modifier, but this is still pretty good. I think let's actually drop our Zilean. And yeah, I kind of like the time bomb.
Always the same.
So we'll just attack when they can't block anyone. Yeah, that can be
Future isn't what it used to be.
okay. Let's drop one of these just to get that one going.
Time
All right, so when he levels, create a fleeting copy of the non-fleeting card I saw you play last round. Okay, so that's pretty much that one. That's memory game power. Let's put him right there. And I think we'll put him there, but that's actually enough for us to die. So we can't do that, actually.
Don't think I know that one.
Taliyah would be nice if we had a landmark. We could drop Trumpeteer, but we probably should do more than just dropping one unit. But it is a pretty big unit. Yeah, I would love to play a landmark right here, but we don't actually have any. I think we'll just... Oh my word. We need to try to attack. But yeah, this is probably gonna be it. They just have so many units. We won't have mana for that. Yeah, they're gonna have someone come through, and so there's... I don't think really anything we can do. Because yeah, they also have elusives, which we can't really block at all. So, rip Reno. Might be the good old time printing bombs in rank. I mean, yeah, I think it's a fun playstyle dropping time bombs. Just entrance on Zilean was so confused for a second. Oh yeah. I actually took it in the 6.5 Fiddle Adventure, made it work. I mean, the Fiddle Adventure, normally you end up, at least for me, running out of cards instead of running out of health. So I don't think regen's really as great there. Let's get a Trumpeteer. These three are really good. We'd like to have a landmark to play every round, since we can play it for free.
If I were a magician, where would I go?
So yeah, we need to try to keep the tempo up, but it's difficult when they get so many stats. We would like to keep our units... probably won't still be enough, yeah.
Yordles in their portals.
Alright, let's advance that one. Crescent Strike would be nice. And we can go for Magic Possibilities. We'll drop Zilean just because.
Now, then.
Alright. It's a lot of elusives that we can't really do too much about. Alright, so once again, we can drop this for free. Let's go for the Trumpeteer, because this will be actually decent. And attack with this. Alright, look at that. GG. Not sure why they didn't bother blocking at all there, but not going to complain. Hey, Carthians. Sure, we'll grab that one. Although round end, updraft your hand, draw that many cards +1. It is a landmark. It's a 4 cost, and we can play it for free. Gives us the Sorcerer Tower. Sure, let's try it. Like, doubling is kind of a little bit rough, since it gives us even more of a cost increase. Let's try the Sunken Temple. Could be good, could be bad. Let's go for the shop, see if we can get a decent power. Summon Healing Nexus 2, countdown 1, deal 2 to all units. Haunting Trophy. Interesting. Shared Mana Flow. Yeah, I think we'll go for it. We need to end games as fast as possible, because otherwise they just scale out of control. Let's get rid of the Returned. We're probably never going to play that card, and let's go for Trundle. I don't have high hopes about us winning this adventure, but we'll see how it goes. This is okay. All right, let's drop that one again.
Going to war.
Ready when you are. Always ready.
It's not bad to get some of these effects going. Like, we could count down that one. Sure, I think we actually will. So we'll hit that one there, and then we'll advance all of them. That way these two will count down next round, and we'll go ahead and attack right here. Oh, I think what they're doing is, if we were going to kill their unit, they're not attacking because they don't want us to benefit from the Reap Essence, which is interesting. I think, sure, let's drop this for free. And while Ancient Preparations is nice, let's drop Zilean. Just so we have another blocker. They probably have a combat trick. He will die to anything, but at least he could kill that. We're pretty much just trying to reduce down damage as much as possible. Even though our units being able to attack is better, because then we have that extra effect. Sure, let's drop this right here. I guess whatever we're grabbing, it actually doesn't matter, because it's going to get updrafted back anyways. Let's drop this right here. Let's go for our Trumpeteer, I'm thinking. Sure. So we could advance that one 2 rounds, but I think it would be better to just get another unit attacking. Silencing a follower could actually be really good. Alright, this should be a ton of damage. GG. Nice. Alright, as long as we actually draw the right cards, we do pretty well. But we have to, like, continually be drawing landmarks so we can drop them every round. It's nice that the cost increase doesn't really matter. Let's go for Taliyah with Quick Strike. Yeah, having the Lux power baked in is pretty good. Phalanx, we only have, like, 1 targeting spell. Gearing up is probably worth it, even if we're sacrificial blockers, that's fine. Both of these can be pretty scary. I think we'll go for the Mirror Mage. The Yeti's already scaled, so they have that going, and then on top with the Chimes, and then the Deadly, they're probably so big. The Lux power, I mean the one... Where is it? Right here. Each round, the first time you play a landmark, you refill mana equal to its cost. So it's pretty much the same thing as the Lux power, except for landmarks instead of spells. That's what I was meaning. That looks decent. Let's get rid of Naturalist, though. So yeah, we can drop this one for free. And yeah, we can count down that one right away. And sure, let's drop this here. I do like how having landmarks just sitting on your board is actually fine, because then it increases the damage of your attack. It's not too bad. Goodness, there's a lot of units. I wouldn't mind dropping the Trumpeteer, but I don't want to replace any of our units. I think let's just advance that so we have another blocker. And let's maybe wait to see how they attack. Well, that figures. Alright, I suppose we'll drop a Trumpeteer. Just because that's really good damage. And I don't want to not use any of our, or waste all of our mana. Alright, let's attack like this and see if we can end.
Something to reflect upon. Do you like what you see?
They are scrambling.
Something to
Oh my word. All that doesn't matter. GG.
Party member down.
Awesome. Seen Taliyah, I think she is good, but suffers a bit from early constellation syndrome. It's good, but not absolutely insane. Honestly, the issue with Taliyah is she's very one note. She doesn't have a lot of extra tools. So she's very strong. Her units are really big. She has a very strong attack effect. But if the enemy's doing something to mess with you, so if they're recalling your units, if they're frostbiting them, stunning them, if they have any sort of removal, you don't really have ways to protect your units, and you don't really have ways to deal with that sort of enemy aggression or control. So she's pretty one-dimensional. She can be very good, but you also can struggle. Anyways, the Trumpeteer right here, that's going to be incredible. That's going to be super, super good. Hello, Gigablitz. Let's go for an item. Oh my word. Okay. 1-cost Trumpeteer. That's going to be insane. Nora's Tea. Another unit could be a decent blocker, but black market discount, reducing the cost. I think I'd want something a little bit better. We're not playing our champions that often. We have another shop right there. Let's try one more. Quick draw could be pretty good. We have to really play a tempo game and try to just overwhelm the enemy. This can be fine. We'll just get one of those. And yeah, both of these take gold, and we don't really have enough for either one. So let's see. Deal 1 to all units, then grant the foe's units 3 health. Round start, the foe rallies. Both sound terrible. I think we'll go for the aristocrat. Sure, we can hold on to 1 Taliyah. All right, let's open with the rock bear.
I love a man with style.
And then let's drop this one right here. And sure, we can hit up Zilean. Yeah, time bond is fun. All right, let's go ahead and go for the shape stone right here. And we are now killing all their units. That is a pretty good turn 1. Granted, some are used to them dying.
The greater good.
That's a little scary. Let's... Actually, I suppose we could drop Taliyah and copy the rock bear. And the time bomb would just be kind of in the way. They might kill Taliyah, but honestly, they still do a decent amount of damage.
By all means, get in my way.
Or they just don't want to attack. Alright, let's attack and try to end. Alright, interesting. Taliyah suffers from being full aggro. That's her playstyle. She's going to feel worse than mid-range and control decks because aggro games ends games ASAP. That's hard to do when you're getting stat checked and losing all your units because they have no control. The same issue as Tridimir, but his Constellation eventually addresses that. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but I was able to make it through. Yeah, Taliyah is in some situations really good because you do have just big units. You're throwing a lot of damage at the enemy, but you also can really struggle. Man, this is just the Trumpeteer match, I guess, even though we didn't draw this at all. How many copies of that do we have in our deck at this point? We have 7 copies of the Trumpeteer. Let's go for the shop. Grifters, time in a bottle. We'll probably go with the time in a bottle, to be honest. Sure, just get like an item. Yeah, this is actually really bad. Sure, we can get a couple of these. I feel like it's fine. We're actually full health. These last couple of matches have been surprisingly smooth. We'll go to Desert Naturalist. I don't think we'll really be playing that one at all. And let's go for Aurelion.
Naturally.
The 6-star changes her flow. The 6-star is really nice. Well, I like the 4-star, being able to then try to play landmarks every round. And then the 6-star... Yeah, it's okay. It's fun being able to get that extra damage going. All right, let's drop that here. And honestly, we're just going to drop another one right away because this Trumpeteer is free. And so the more landmarks we have, they're counting down faster, and then it's going to make this one do more damage. Granted, Aurelion Sol is just going to immediately kill them, but still, we kind of want to go for it. If we can try to reduce their stats so he can't level, well, yeah, that figures. All right, so we could drop a Taliyah. Taliyah would give us one more unit. Her attack would be pretty big, but then their attack is going to be massive. I think we'll still try to go for it just because our attack reduces down their power. So, yeah, it won't be great, but this is a lot of landmarks. All right, so we'll block Aurelion Sol. So again, we could drop a Taliyah. And that would give us a ton of units next round, but we really need units this round, which is a bit of a problem. So yeah, let's try to advance some of these. This is going to get cost increased, which isn't great. We can drop that one there. Let's actually go ahead and drop Zilean.
The way is always the same.
Enter the celestial realm.
Well, that is nice. We were set it up for really big attacks. We could try to do some damage. If not kill their units, get them a lot weaker. But that just completely destroys us. It was... Oh my word. Yep, it's just leveled Asol doing leveled Asol things. So honestly, dropping our Taliyah would have been the better call. There was a chance we could have done decent. I'm not actually sure who Asol's really mocking there. I mean, she's not gonna level, but also they could attack immediately. And her attack is not really gonna do anything, I don't feel like. Whatever. This is...
Conflict is as old as the stars.
They are my people, and I am theirs.
Yeah, this is just like peak Asol, having like every single thing to just absolutely annihilate you. Alright, if he didn't have perfect draw, we probably could have actually won there. Oh well, that's the way it is. So, Ripperino, not quite able to come away with the win. Overall did pretty good, especially since we just had the one relic, but yeah, that was a little sad. Thank you for watching that video, especially all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.